Hello, and thank you for participating with me virtually for the 2021 Symposium of Artists and Scholars. My name is Sabrina Johnson, and I am a senior at Randolph College, majoring in elementary education. I had the opportunity this past summer to work virtually with Dr. Cheryl Lindman, who is the assistant professor in the education department. It is my pleasure to present our summer research project at Randolph College, where we examined how do elementary mathematics and science teachers acquire strategies and content knowledge to promote student success. I will begin by giving a brief overview of how we went about approaching the project, and then move on to the demographics of our participants, then guide you through the four sub-research questions that guided our qualitative analysis. So why is our research important? Well, since there is no more federal funding for math and science partnerships, teachers are forced to make their own decisions on what professional developments they attend. We had the opportunity to invite elementary mathematics and science teachers to share their professional experience in an information virtual environment. On a personal level, this study was extremely valuable to me as I continue my teaching career. In education programs, pre-service teaching refers to a period of guided and supervised teaching in the classroom. What makes this study so unique is that we had the opportunity to read and listen to how teachers self-reflect and develop their personal learning pathways. So now you may be wondering, what are learning pathways? So let me give you some quick definitions to clarify our educational jargon. We based our research on the concept of deeper learning, as Darling, Hammond, and Oakes defined in their recent book. Experiences equipping students with the skills to find, analyze, and apply knowledge in new and emerging contexts and situations to prepare them for college work and civic participation, and lifelong learning in a fast-changing and information-rich world. Deeper learning involves students and teachers working together towards a common goal. So, hold that thought in mind and we'll come back to it. A learning pathway is the route or choices that teachers can make on their own to strengthen their capacity for teaching and learning. Dr. Lemon and I have been referring to these pathways as stepping stones. Teachers are focused on learning pathways for their students, but in our research, we focused on capturing the teachers' reflections about their own learning personal pathways. In the education profession, we refer to this process as professional development, or PD. We identified 4 sub-questions that guided our 8 weeks of research. With the 4 sub-questions, we had 4 themes: professional development, COVID-19 teaching changes, learning pathways, and pre-service teachers. We also used this virtual opportunity to our advantage and included questions about the COVID-19 pandemic. As a pre-service teacher myself, learning about veteran teachers' pathways and advice they have for pre-service teachers will not only be valuable to me, but will also aid new teachers in the field. Our modes of inquiry involved qualitative methods. First, we developed a survey, then conducted the virtual chats using Zoom, and finally analyzed and coded the plethora of data we collected. And when I say plethora, I really do mean a huge plethora of data. So how do we begin developing our survey? We analyzed survey questions from the 2018 National Survey of Science and Mathematics Education and modified them for our study. Permission was granted on the report as long as we cite them appropriately. We then sent our draft of 11 survey questions and 6 virtual chat questions to our selected panel of external experts prior to requesting Randolph's IRB board approval. Once our IRB was approved, we developed our Google form, which is a type of surveying program. We created a letter of invitation to participate that was then distributed by email, and I will speak more about who we distributed that letter to later in the presentation. So what was the difference between the survey questions and the virtual chat questions? Well, this graphic gives you the idea that while the virtual chat questions have a correlation to the survey questions, they had to be more engaging to elicit meaningful conversations. Having done these virtual chats, I've realized that teachers are more willing to talk in a comfortable environment, and these chats provided that for them. After evaluating the transcripts from the virtual chats, we're able to get more detailed answers than the survey provided. We're also able to ask the teachers follow-up questions about their responses during the virtual chat. As you can see in the graphic, we had 71 teachers respond to our survey over a period of 3 weeks. At the end of the survey, there was an option to sign up for our virtual chats. Our virtual chat invites were managed through Zoom, and we had between 1 to 4 teachers in each chat. During the chat, we had a set of 6 questions. The 6 questions allowed for more open-ended discussion than the questions on the survey. We chatted with 15 of the 71 teachers, which gave us a 21% of our total responses, which allowed us to hit our goal of 20%. Through these, we were able to speak to many wonderful teachers where they shared their advice and self-efficacy. This opportunity was more than what I would have been able to get in a practicum assignment. We developed a plan to invite elementary teachers to participate in the survey by relying on teachers who previously participated in Randolph College Chef Institutes, Randolph College Education Alums, Randolph College Friends and Mentors, and the Randolph College Advisory Committee contacts, who then extended our research invitation to their teachers. So what is the profile of the teachers' teaching experiences within the last 3 years? As you can see here, we focused our attention on the subjects that the teachers taught, with math and science noted. We also asked them to indicate whether they taught in private or public schools. We used Atlas TI, which is a coding program, to code our data. We established 3 code groups, which were SRP, Deeper Learning, and the INTAS standards. For the purpose of this presentation, we looked at the analysis of the surveys and virtual chat questions for our SRP descriptions based on reading the transcripts and the components of the deeper learning definition. Part of our research focused on how teachers express their professional development experiences pertaining to deeper learning. So, going back to Darlene Hammond's definition of deeper learning, you can see what these teachers are expressing relates directly back to deeper learning. They want their students to be equipped with the skills needed to apply knowledge and progress them to be lifelong learners. We used this virtual opportunity to our advantage and included this question about the COVID-19 online learning challenges. Many teachers believe that they should attend more professional developments that are centered around the use of technology, flipped classrooms, and different approaches to hands-on learning, since hands-on science instruction will suffer. Teachers also expressed their concerns about how much remediation will be needed, since they anticipate students to have gaps in their learning progress. For the purpose of the study, my challenge was to identify stepping stones and guideposts by translating what the teachers shared on the survey and virtual chats. Are there distinctive learning pathways that describe how elementary teachers approach professional learning decisions? Well, I clustered the stepping stones by differentiating the identifiable goals, processes, and outcomes. So, in my mind, here is what I imagined as I worked through the comments and codes, and then thought about what the learning pathways might look like. Are they stepping stones? Are they guideposts? How do teachers describe their processes? Here is what I have synthesized from work to date. It is clear that professional development was chosen to help their teaching, but their ultimate goal was to see students' excitement and enthusiasm, which were paramount to test scores. Teachers wanted tangible strategies that they could bring back to the classroom and immediately use to have the students engaged and excited over learning new material. Our final sub-question directly related to my interest. During my chats with the veteran teachers, they gave me a multitude of advice. Of the advice given, 4 main points were repeatedly reiterated. Be a lifelong learner. Seek out as many opportunities as possible during your first years of teaching. Find a positive and strong mentor to guide you. And reach out and find professional development that speaks to your curiosity that is within your content area. So reiterating our original question and linking the data back to student success, here are how the stones add up. Teachers are empowered to continually improve their teaching. They express self-efficacy and take their personal need in learning content. Teachers express that teaching during COVID-19 will present challenges. There will be an urgency to learn more technology skills to help students and parents. The advice I heard from pre-service teachers reinforced my understanding of veteran teachers' concerns and solutions for improving their daily practices. So what has happened in the field of education since this research? Well, Dr. Linneman and I have presented this research live at the VAST virtual conference in November 2020, and we have continued to reach out to the teacher participants to continue our study with the ongoing COVID-19 educational challenges. What the Symposium of Artists and Scholars celebrates is the gift of human imagination. It brings together students of all disciplines to share the results of their projects and bring about more meaningful discussions to important topics. I am thankful for this opportunity to present my timely topic. Thank you.